Question 3. Okay, these ones look a bit different in that they're no longer three-term quadratics, but if we wanted to, we could still write them as three-term quadratics. The only thing we're missing here is the sum number of x's that the previous questions all had. So here there doesn't seem to be anything just with an x, no coefficient of x. We could write down that it has 0 x's. That's mathematically okay. And then put the 16 at the end. And there we go, we've got a three-term quadratic. Okay, we're going to factorise it exactly the same way as we were factorising the ones above. So it's a two-bracket factorisation, x in the start of each bracket. Now what two things would add together to give me 0 and multiply together to give me negative 16? Well, let's write down the factors of 16, or negative 16. We've got negative 1 and 16, negative 2 and 8, negative 4 and 4. Now, would any of those add together to make 0? It's got to be these last ones, negative 4 and 4. They cancel each other out. So that's what goes in the brackets. And the more of this style factorising that you do, the more you notice that this number here is always the square root of this number here. And we call these ones the difference of two squares, because this is a square number, x squared, and quite a lot of the time this is a square number, and the difference is what we get when we subtract two things. So this is called the difference of two squares. Okay, on to the next one. It looks a bit more difficult. It's got this 4 in front of the x squared. Nothing to panic about. Okay, this time rather than getting x squared when we times together the first terms in each bracket, we have to get 4x squared. So we need to have a 2x in each bracket. Now, as you did before, think about the factors of 49. Well, it's a square number. I know that 7 times 7 will give me 49, so therefore let's try positive 7 and negative 7. Doesn't matter which way around these come. Okay, let's test it. If we were to expand out this bracket using FOIL or any other method that you might know, first one times the first one would give me 4x squared. Outer ones times together would give me negative 7 times 2x, which is negative 14x. The inner ones would give me positive 14x. So that I can already see that would cancel out. And the last times the last, negative 7 times positive 7 gives me negative 49. As I said, those two would cancel out. So you can see we're left with exactly the same expression as was in the question. Okay, and the last one, x squared minus 25y squared. So again, it looks slightly different from the first one we did, in that there's this y squared in there as well. Okay, so we start with an x in each bracket. Now to get 25, that would be 5 and 5. It's our square number, remember. There's no middle term, but it's 25y squared. So in other words, these negative 5 and positive 5 are going to have a y with them as well. Okay, let's just test it by expanding it out. X times x would give us x squared. Outer times outer would give us 5xy. Inner ones would give me negative 5xy, so that would cancel out. And the last ones would give me negative 25y squared, exactly what I wanted. Okay.